We're going to start by observing a moment of silence. Okay, we'll move on to the mission statement. Transforming education, inspiring lives, empowering all. We stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. This is a regular meeting of the Board of School Trustees of the Lakeridge NewTech Schools, Lake County, Indiana, February 27, 2023 at 6:01 p.m. in the Lakeridge School Board Meeting Room. Let the record show the board members and the superintendent is present. Let the record show the administrators that are present. Consider the attached accounts payable vouchers and the February 17th, 2023 payroll for payment. May I have a motion? Motion by Mrs. Neese. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Buckley. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Consider the minutes of the January 9th of 2023 school board meeting. May I have a motion?
I move that we consider the minutes of January 9th school board meeting.
Okay. Motion by Mr. Roberts. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Neese. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Okay, next we're going to move on to public comment, and today we have Ms. Thomas. Well, you know, Kelly.
I'll just give you some updates. Our ambulance is up and running. It's fabulous. Our busiest day is at 11 calls. So there was a total of 4 in our area, and we've been able to assist Griffith once, Maryville once, and Gary on the Glyco side twice. So we provided mutual aid. I went to the school health fair this past Saturday. The new nurse, Ms. Forbes, I'm listening to, fabulous job. She did everything. I mean, maybe would have better to call her resource fair. She had churches from our area there. She did a fabulous job. She should be commended. And they had games for the kids that were free. The Longfellow PCC was there. They had shirts all made, and they were doing raffle baskets. It was a great job. I went to Lake Ridge games. I went to the girls basketball games. We won by 1 point. It was a very good game. And I went to their wrestling in Whiting. And we had 2 girls, a girl from Whiting and a girl from Texas, from Lake Ridge. Right? That was great too. And then maybe I was thinking about how we get more people here. This is sad. I used to see some other schools do mobile board meetings. Like you would have like 1 month, 1 week, you might meet at Longfellow and the middle school and the high school. So maybe have them form something or do something. People can watch the children. That's what I mean.
Thank you, Kelly. We actually were talking about doing those kind of things that go into doing like a tour and stuff like that. I wanted to make the resource fair or health fair on Saturday, but in the hair industry, Saturdays are never good for me. Yeah, I was really sad that I couldn't make it, but I'm glad to hear that it went over well. Thank you for always keeping us informed. Okay, we're going to move on to you, Dr. Shirley.
All right, thank you. Good evening. Superintendent and/or school board member report. Our goal area: 1, academic. All learners will continuously demonstrate academic growth. Goal area 2, safety. We will provide a safe and secure learning environment for all. Goal area 3, equity. We will provide a positive, inclusive, and equitable environment for all. Goal area 4, communication. We will improve communication and strengthen relationships both internally and externally. And goal area 5, finances. We will advocate to increase the financial resources of the corporation to provide an outstanding school environment and opportunities for our students, staff, and community. Starting with professional development, we recommend Dolores Estrada, Jessica Flores, Jonathan Nanuza, Cicely LeBron, Andrew Fentress, Danielle Saucy and Nicole Williams attend the Central Indiana Education Service Center, CIESC, Restorative Readiness Training on April 14th, 2023 in Indianapolis, Indiana, with expenses paid from the Title IV funds. We recommend Martha Murphy attend the Computer Science Teacher Association Professional Development Week on June 26th through the 30th, 2023 in Bloomington, Indiana, with expenses paid from Title IIA funds. We recommend Marshall Daniel and Kyle Stevens attend the NICE, Northern Indiana Special Education Cooperative, Unpacking the New Science Standards on March 13th through the 14th, 2023 in Mishawaka, Indiana, with expenses paid from Title IIA funds. Recommend approving the professional development items.
Can we have a motion? Motion by Mr. Deal. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Roberts. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
Leaves resignation and employment. All new employment to Lake Ridge New Tech Schools is contingent upon a cleared expanded criminal history background check within 30 days and a cleared expanded child protection index check within 60 days of effective date. Indiana Code 20-26-2-1.5 and Indiana Code 20-26-2-1.3. We recommend accepting Evan Cody French's resignation from the varsity football head coach position at Calumet New Tech High School effective February 28, 2023. We recommend Jacomian Van Buren be employed as an instructional aide at Longfellow New Tech Elementary School effective February 14, 2023. We recommend Luis Roldan be employed as the boys golf head coach at Calumet New Tech High School effective February 28, 2023. Recommend approval of the leaves, resignation, and employment items.
Can I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Deal. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Neese. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried.
New business. We recommend approving the following fundraisers for Lake Ridge New Tech Middle School, March 21st through 2023 and through April 21st, 2023. Dress down days for the Chess Club. April 28th, 2023 through May 19th, 2023. Dress down days for the Chess Club. We recommend approving a stipend for Amanda Moore for her extracurricular duty assignments as a bus duty aide. We recommend approving the following fundraisers: Calumet New Tech High School, March 3rd through the 7th, 2023, Double Good Popcorn online sales for the class of 2025 account. We recommend approving the following donations at Calumet New Tech High School, February 9, 2023, in the amount of $4.35 in cash to the Student Senate account from the Movie Night fundraisers from various donors. February 9, 2023, in the amount of $13 in cash to the Student Senate account from the Valentine Telegram fundraiser to various donors. February 15, 2023, a check in the amount of $2.40 to the Student General account from Casey's General Store. Recommend approving the resolution to approve the Lake Ridge New Tech School District versus Jewel Labs Incorporated settlement agreement. We recommend approving the head strength and conditioning coach job description. Recommend approval of the new business item.
May I have a motion?
Move that we approve the new business item.
Moved by Mr. Roberts. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Neese. I just have any questions or comments? I have a question on letter F. I'm assuming it's the for a football coach, the head position, or is this just a head strength? It's just
That's going to be a new position.
a new position. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Most school districts have them separated out.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, thank you. Does anyone else have any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried.
And that's all I have on the agenda.
Thank you. We're going to move on to our closing comments. We're going to start with Mr. Buckley.
I want to thank those of you that are here tonight. That's all we have to say. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, Ken. Mr. Roberts.
Thanks for coming on really rainy night. I believe they wrapped up. Good night.
Okay. Mr. Deal.
Thank all the members of the public that showed up tonight. Always good to see a smiling face out there. There's always one. Just been a little frustration. A little disheartening if we hire a young football coach. By the time they start showing success, they like to put someplace else for more money. I assume that's the root of it, but frustrates the devil out of me. More power to them. Betty, I recognize her boy played baseball. My boy. Wish everybody good night and good sunshiny weather.
Ms.
I want to apologize for not being at the health fair because I had a lot of sense that was going to that. But I also had to be done at a very same time. But my granddaughter was very happy to see one of them. And you that what
Food bank. Yeah, he invited us to the food bank. Yeah, he invited us to.
he was teasing me because he knew I was hit on the spot. So I'm coming up to you and saying, I will do. I was going to start using a little tab on TV so I keep it organized.
But Earl Harris to get that pass, did you get it? Or he's working on getting a pass through one of the houses to, for the 21st
The 21st
scholarship.
century scholarship, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's better.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. First off, I want to thank everyone for being in attendance this evening. I'm glad to be back after missing the last meeting, under the weather. I want to echo Kelly's great report on the health fair. Cynthia Franco is the employee's name. She's a nurse aide at Longfellow, and she did a great job organizing it. And We're hoping that we can kind of grow it into something more district-wide next time. And also kind of bring in a few more outside help resources, resources for our staff and community as well. I want to join Mr. Deal's frustration. It's life as a, smaller school district that sometimes our most successful, our biggest success stories, we lose to, districts with more resources than ours, but we continue to persist, and we'll try to, recruit someone to keep the excellence going at the with the football program. And then just the last note, we're midway through the Indiana General Assembly session. The budget is, the biggest thing on the agenda. There so far seem to be some promising things for Lake Ridge in the offing, but just continue to, talk to your legislators on both sides of the aisle to just let them know that, public schools are still where, 90+% of students in Indiana reside, and that's where 90% of the money should go. With that, I just want to wish everyone a pleasant evening.
Mrs. Sherino.
Just want to thank you, Kelly, for being here. And I will echo your sentiments about the ambulance service. I know my mother-in-law has already had to use the ambulance service, and that was great that it was here for her. I also want to congratulate Cynthia Franco on the health fair. I've heard nothing but good things. I was out of town and Abby was sick, so Andy couldn't take her. But we're happy to hear that it was good and that it's going to grow district-wide. I also understand that losing Coach French is going to be difficult. I think it does say something that we've had several of our coaches nabbed up by the DAC schools, because that's who's taking them. And once they get into a DAC school, it's only about a step away from college coaching. So that's just what makes it very difficult. So it does say something that, they look at our coaches as some of the best in the region. And we just look forward to all of those who are going to be applying, because now that word is out and people understand, like, this is a good place to be. So we're looking forward to all those applicants. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Dr. Shirley.
Thank you. The superintendent did call me this evening. We talked about, him leaving. He did call me before he took the job, but he was going to discuss with me later. But the discussion was, I took the job. And so I congratulated him. He had a successful season with us. And so we can only wish him the best. We don't have to like it, but here's, we still have to keep our standards in recruiting and making sure that we get somebody as good or even better. So I got to keep positive thinking so that we can get to that. But with that being said, we still have some things to celebrate. For all of you, I think we talked a little bit about it before. The headlines read, Calumet's Watkins highlights 2023 Indiana High School Wrestling Coach of the Year. He is Hall of Fame class. He is in the Hall of Fame class. And we're so excited for Mr. Watkins. He has done a yeoman's job throughout the years, and he deserves this accolade. And I'm so proud of him. We all made a video and sent to his party. Cindy had an opportunity to be there because our former coach, Andy Trevino, won his state, what was it, Cindy?
Yeah, the state champion.
State champion for Andy. So that tells us.
Andy was Jennifer's state champion.
That's right. So what are we producing? Nothing but the best. But I was real pleased that the superintendent called me, because a lot of them just take our people. And she told me that she lost 2 to different schools around us. So I said, did you get a call? She said, no, I didn't. So I said, the only problem we have is that when coaches leave this time of year, especially our coaches that do dual purposes, they teach. That leaves a hole in our teaching classes too. So it's a hardship. So, but anyway, congratulations to Mr. Watkins. We look forward to presenting him something at a later date from our Center student James Hazelwood. He was involved in a carpentry class at the Area Career Center, and he won as a Skills USA member. James chose to compete in the individual carpentry competition. He was given 4 hours to build a house model that incorporated a floor, walls, stairs, and a roof. 10 students representing 4 area Skills USA chapters competed for a chance to represent our region at the State Skills USA Conference. James scored in the top 5 to advance to the state conference in April. And so we're very excited that one of our very own Calumet High School students will be competing further. So let's give James congratulations, and I have a picture of him. If you don't know it, I'll pass that around.
You don't live by picture.
And that's Bart's friend.
Everybody knows him. Okay, that's good. Again, congratulations to the health fair. We do all about it. Let me just tell you right now, things are getting where we are splitting our time, sending people to different things. We all have different events. I was in Bloomington for recruitment for teachers, future teachers, high school students with their parents, watch if they go into education. So I was doing that. Cindy was at New Tech. Regan went to a meeting for me Friday, so we have to split up our talents because we are few but mighty. And so we talked in our administration meeting about what to expect at this health fair, and if it went well, that Adrian said we would like to spread it all over. So thank you for your comments, and we are so pleased to have you here all the time, telling you bring information to share with us, and we thank you. And thank you all out there for that. We attended the funeral, most of us this morning, for Miss Vicki Raspberry, lost her sister, and the funeral was today, so we attended that. A lot is going on in our district. Keep us lifted in whatever means you can, because a lot is going on. I thank you. I thank the board members. I hope you notice your new sign back here, all of the new board members. And your pictures are in. We're finalizing that. And don't forget, we have training on Monday. Okay. And so I look to see you all there. That can get in. Okay. Thank you. Have a great night. Short meeting. Good.
Okay. I'm just going to give a little bit of a legislative update from when Louise and I went to Indianapolis last week. The governor proposed that with the textbook rental will be eliminated next year, but they weren't really 100% sure about what that meant for like computers and stuff like that. So to be determined. English language learner dollars were increased by $5 million. The Indiana School Board Association would like an annual increase of an additional $5 million more for the 23-25 biennium. Special education funding for severe, moderate, and preschool increased by 5% in 22 and 10% in 23. However, special education is underfunded by $122 million right now, so that really was just a little drop in the bucket. The legislators are still having a hard time understanding how to fund complexity properly. So I got up and I told them that in our district, it would mean we need 1 teacher to every 3 students. And I asked the panel there if they would be willing to fund the whole child, because the panel kept saying, we want to fund the whole child. But then when we ask about that, it's silence. One side of the aisle didn't even bother to come over and have lunch with us or talk with us, so that was kind of a slap in the face because they knew we were there. The legislators that did show up, I talked to Senator Bassler, and he said to tell you hi, and he said he hasn't forgotten about Lake Ridge. Dr. Shirley is an amazing woman. Those are his words. She fights for us with every bit of energy in her body. It was a very fun and entertaining visit. After we left the State House, we saw a police standoff with the guy sitting on the steps of the other building. Yeah, I remember he was like sitting on a stoop. He was like 10 feet in the air. There was about 20 police officers just standing there. And I'm just like, come on, police, let's hurry up before they pull out their guns. No, they were just all standing there. Right. So that was kind of interesting, but it was a very good experience. Louise and I bonded on the way there and on the way back. We talked a lot. And I only scared her a few times when I was driving. I make really rapid turns sometimes, and I didn't give her any warning. Congratulations to Mr. Watkins. Congratulations to Mr. Trevino for getting his first state champion. That had to be exciting for him. Kelly, thanks for always coming and keeping us updated. Betty, Aaron, and Regan, thank you for being here as well. With that, I hope everyone has an amazing evening. May I have a motion to adjourn? Motion by Mr. Buckley. Meeting adjourned.